I just got back from the trip of a lifetime. We went to Wilmington, North Carolina, then we went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, then Tybee Island, Georgia. Then we spent 10 days on Daytona Beach with our grandkids, 4 of our grandkids. That was so much fun. And then we went on a cruise, and it was Celebrity Cruise Lines. They were amazing, and I achieved one of my major goals in life. I have wanted to speak on a cruise ship for a long, long time. And then COVID hit, and that was put on the wayside. So this time I did 4 fabulous, I think, speeches on board the cruise ship, all about the different destinations that we were going to, and it really was a dream come true. It was our 40th wedding anniversary, and I loved every single solitary moment of it. But it got me to thinking that I felt so great on the cruise ship. I felt so great playing with my grandkids, looking at new things, experiencing life. But how can I feel that passion and that excitement even when I'm at home? Because if I'm honest, my bank account will not let me do that kind of traveling very often. So in today's video, I'm going to start really at the very basics of how to start incorporating things like this into your life and how to make your everyday life remarkable as well. I'm Maureen Bransky. This is Life Starts at Retirement. I produce a retirement video every Monday morning. So I always say, and if you listen to my videos, I always say, ask yourself some basic questions. What makes me happy? What makes me smile? But I really think there's a step that's missing before that. And that really is identifying your values. So before you make any decisions about your retirement or what you want to do, take some time to really, really identify what's important to you. This could include things like family, community involvement, freedom, adventure, inner peace, whatever that is. Understanding your values will really help you to make choices that align with what's most meaningful to you. And that's what your retirement should be about, what's most meaningful to you. And then you know that your values will change over time. I valued different things when I was working than I do now. So I would recommend doing a values exercise at least once every year or two. I'm going to attach a link to a values exercise that I used when I did my women's workshops, my women's retreats. And so it's a fairly in-depth, complex values exercise, but it really opens your eyes and gets you to thinking about what's really, really, really important to you and what you really want in your life, and then what you could maybe compromise on. And this helps you to make the decisions when you're faced with competing options or where you don't even know where to start. So in the values exercise that I'm attaching, and you'll rate, once you've determined your values, then you'll rate how you're living them. Like, how well are you living your values in your current life? It's in a little wheel, and for all of us, your wheel will be bumpy. Some of your values, you're living way at a 10, and some of your values, maybe I'm not living them as much as I should be. So the wheel will be bumpy, but it gives you a good visual idea of where you're struggling and where you should be adding things back into your life. Once you have this basic good understanding of values, that's when you can begin asking yourself the questions that I always talk about, like, what do I love in my life? What do I wish I had done maybe as a child? And if you still have that passion, now's the time to incorporate that in your life. What makes my heart sing? What makes me dance? What do I miss about working if you've already left the workforce? What did I love about my job? So all of those kinds of questions, then you can. But without knowing your real values and where you're living them, it's often hard to decide what's next. And then once you have that whole complete picture, your values, the things you want to incorporate back into your life, this is where I've heard it's really difficult for a lot of people, because now it's time to put yourself out there. Now it's time to make some decisions. Do I want to take some classes? Do I want to meet some new people? Do I want to learn some new skills? What is it that you might want to do? But 99% of the time, that means putting yourself out there and trying new things. Whatever it is, only you can do that. But I really believe it all starts with understanding yourself and your values and what you want your life to look like. So I'm attaching that values exercise below, and I would love to hear from you what your values were or are, how you're living them in your life, and then how you're going to incorporate some new things into your life. So please let me know in the comments what it is that you decided to do with your life, because I really believe we only have one life that I know of. So let's make it remarkable. I'm Maureen Dobransky. This is Life Starts at Retirement. I do produce a retirement lifestyle video every Monday morning, and our Facebook group is growing, and you can join us. I would love to have you join us at facebook.com/groups/lifestartsatretirement.